Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling, dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun, all out of you to stay. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's get a little soul. Tapping with our critters and spells, and when we win, you know we're ringing them bells. From morning till evening, we're never slow. Cardboard cracks the name of the game, you know. Lost in the draw, but we never let go. Playing for pride in the soft southern glow. Decking our hands in a gritty year. Magic together with the folks we hold dear. Welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling and dealing for the world to see. Come on down, join the fun and know how you do. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's get a little soul. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's get a little soul. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's get a little soul. Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show.
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Alrighty. Whoops, sorry about that. Hit my desk. Alright. Just a quick reminder, I'm invited to this right here. This will be this Wednesday. So you can submit decks onto the Discord, and if you do, I will give you a shout out. Let's see, black and green. Let's check the store out. Okay. No offers for me today. Huh. No offers today. We gotta play black and green. I did build a mono black deck. I do have some black and green decks that would help us get the daily done quicker. We got 2 or 3 black and green decks, it looks like. Yeah, 3 or 4 black and green decks. Let's try this deck out. It may not work at all, but we're going to try it. It does have 26 lands in it. And it is a reanimator also. Okay. We are going first. Dang, leg it. Dropping every dang on thing. Looks like we're getting flooded here. Three, four, five. We need one land. One land and we can seal this game up. Yeah, go ahead, destroy it. I was hoping for a land here, but did not get one. Let's take some off the top. There's our land. Give me a land. See what they take. Yep. Mana value of 3. You just lost, opponent. Ah. They should have blocked. All right. Well, we got 7 done out of this. Not bad. Not too bad. Okay. We're running lots of removal here. Exile your creature. Two. One, two, three, four. Need two more lands. All we're drawing is removal. All right, can we get lands here? Can we get lands? There's a land. One more land. Or reanimate. Yeah, land or reanimate. Nice. Well, we do need a reanimator. Reanimator would be nice. All those are low cost. They're going to block this. They don't, they lose. Okay, that'll be a card I can exile. Got him. Got him. All right. Awesome. Fey Bloom trick. Only needed one more to have this done. Next game, this game here, we'll have it done. All we have to do is cast one spell. Wojtek. All right, so yeah, not terrible. Once we cast this, we'll have it done. Need a discard. Six, seven, eight, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. I think this makes us discard. Indestructible. It's kind of bad. Ah ha 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 ha. That's game right there. Because they took our creature, that's game. Oh well, we got our daily done. We got the daily done. 500 coins. Not bad. And this deck does have a high mana curve to it. I will show you the deck already. Got 26 lands counting on Demolition Fields. 62 cards. Curve is 3.7, so it's pretty high mana curve. With only 13 creatures and 23 non-creatures. We got Dream Beavers, Greedy Freebooter, Bitter Triumph, Death in the Family, which is a new card, Epic Downfall, Strategic Betrayal, one of the best graveyard hate cards there is. Tremendous of Return to help us ramp a little bit. Evil Reawakened. Final Fantasy card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Then Overlord of the Billmerk to try to help us get our big stuff in the graveyard, which is Summon Primal Odin and Armageddon Future Shark. We use Cloning a Shredder, Virtue of Persistence to try to reanimate our stuff. And also Evil Reawakens, another reanimator spell. That is the deck idea, is to win the game with Primal Odin or Armageddon Future Shark. All these other cards are pretty old, so y'all pretty much should know what they are if y'all don't. And I could go over them, probably go over them better. Bitter Triumph, use it to discard one of your big creatures in the graveyard. Death and Family, exile target creature with mana value 3 or less. Epic Downfall, mana value 3 or greater. Betrayal, exile creature in the graveyard. Tremendous of Return. Mana Ramp. Freebooter, if it dies, you get to scry 1 and create a treasure token. Dream Beavers, when it comes in, each opponent loses life and you gain a life and scry 1. Alright, that is the deck idea for that deck. Alright, we can play anything now since we got that daily done. Finish up our 5 games. I'm out of deck ideas. Whoops. You know, sometimes you just play so many decks, you just run out of ideas. That happens. Super Friends ain't really there right now. Actually, I think we'll go down one of those. Hmm. I think I'll build another life gain deck for tomorrow morning. One card that I want for this deck from the last sets. See if I have it or not. Yeah, this is it. Curve is probably still pretty high. Yeah. Hmm. Oh shit. I'll go down one green. 26 lands. All right. Let's try this deck. See if we get some wins with this deck or not. Not terrible. And we're going first, which is even better. Really? Dang, Blaggett. I hate decks like this. What are you taking? Jeez. Man. Well, if they do play that, we will take it from them. Go ahead, play your removal. A mill deck. Two. But whatever they play, we're going to take it from them. We need to get doubling season down. Got him. All right, good first run. All right, 2 more wins, we'll have this done. And we'll also be done with the stream. $12.43. How many subs we got? Once we get to 1,500 for U.S. residents, I will be holding a giveaway. Now, I'm sorry, but I have to limit this to U.S. residents because I cannot ship overseas. This ain't terrible. Opponent goes first. Oh, gotta turn the innkeeper's talent on. I ain't seen Warden of the Grove played in a long time. See if they want to trade or not. He gets 2 buffs. No? Tokens. We're blocking this time. Blocking more. Go ahead, opponent. Get to a blocking. Ooh. Took him down to 1. Probably buff that. Nope. Interesting. Got our block everything. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you hadn't enough to block it all. But you would have lost everything too. Awesome. Thought about using this card. Yeah. Not bad. See if we can get one more game in. Make sure y'all like the stream. Very much appreciate it. Was that you I just played? Of Human Action? Was that you I just played against? It was a good game. How you doing today? How's everybody doing? You ain't nobody chatting in the chat there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good game though. Need another green land is what we need. Nah, virtue. Oh, okay. This ain't good. We do have a blocker. They're going to make us discard. Ha ha ha. Stowed our Esbeth. Big head opponents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need another one more land. Then we put Esbeth down. And hopefully they don't have another discard spell. Urgh. And they can play that to destroy one of these. Unfortunately, we did not get a land. Played the S path.
Join the fight. I light the path. Warriors, rise!
Got him. What happens when you take my cards? Oh, so you just got into Magic? Cool. Awesome. Well, I try to drop a stream every morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then I stream again, do a live stream around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time every day. And I also play Commander, which is paper cards. Anyway, this deck that we got, let's see, I think it was you? Nope, wasn't that. I done lost the deck. Here it is. 182. All right, this is the deck we just ran. 61 cards. Green and white. Mostly white. We got Dragon Sniper in here because it has Reach, Vigilance, and Death Touch. Then we got Leader's Talent, which kind of reminds me of Innkeeper's Talent, because Leader's Talent, every time you attack with a creature, you put a +1 counter on it. Well, if you have Dragon Sniper or another creature down, and the Leader's Talent down, you can put a +1 counter on a creature. Then once you get then the second level, which costs 3 mana, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter on it, you gain 2 life. Then the last part of this enchantment class is you pay 4, and whenever you cast a spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Then Innkeeper's Talent, once it comes out on the battlefield, at the beginning of combat, on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then you pay 1, bringing into it. Permanents you control with counters on them have Ward 1. Then when you pay 4 into it. If you will put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. Then we got a new card, Mutagen Man, Living Ooze, for X and 2 green. However much mana you put into your X, it's how many Mutagen tokens you get. And then with the Mutagen tokens is pay 1, tap, sacrifice this token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. However, with Mutagen Man, activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate. When Mutagen Man enters, create X Mutagen tokens. Well, that means all the Mutagen tokens can be sacrificed for free. We got Chopping Changeling, 3 mana shapeshifter. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Gotta have some artifact and enchantment removal in a deck. Then we got Clifftop Lookout, 3 mana Frog Scout with Reach, 1/2. When this creature enters, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it'll get you a land when it comes out on the battlefield. So you go from 3 lands to 4 lands when you cast this, which ain't bad. Then we got a little bit of 3 creature removal cards, which also ramps us. White Acolyte, 4 mana. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls till this artifact leaves the battlefield. So it'll exile a creature or whatever's giving you issues. And then you can tap it at 1 white mana. Then we got Elspeth Stormslayer. For 5 mana Planeswalker, if one or more tokens will be created under your control, twice many of those tokens are created instead. You +1, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So if you have her on the battlefield, when you do the +1, you'll get 2 tokens instead of 1. Then 0 ability, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Then her last ability is destroy target creature opponent controls with mana value of 3 or greater. Not bad for those big creatures. We got Kin Binding. 5 mana enchantment. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is a number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithyn creature token, which works great with our Elspeth, because Elspeth says when you create 1 or more tokens, you can create twice that many. Kin Binding will throw 1 token out, but instead of it throwing 1 out, it'll throw 2 out because of Elspeth being on the battlefield. Then we got Doubling Season. If an effect you control would or more tokens would be created under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. If the effect would put 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, put twice that many of those counters on that permanent instead. So it will double your counters, it will double your tokens. So this is out on the battlefield before you get this out on the battlefield before you get to Elspeth. Elspeth will come out with 10 loyalty counters on her, and then when you do that +1, you'll get 2 tokens from her. Then you'll get 2 tokens from Doubling Season. Kin Binding, same thing. You make 1 token with this. Instead of making 1, you'll make 2 with Doubling Season out. Then we got Dollmaker Shop, which creates even more tokens. So for 2 mana, you can cast this Dollmaker Shop, and whenever 1 or more non-toy creatures you control attack a player, create a 1/1 white toy artifact creature tokens. Now the tokens cannot trigger Dollmaker Shop because they are toy artifacts, but we have enough creatures in here to activate this. Then if you activate the other side, for 6 mana, creatures you control have base power or toughness, each equal to the number of creatures you control. So this will buff all your creatures up by how many creatures you have, which is pretty good. Then we got 8 plains, 7 forests, 4 verges, 4 temple gardens, 3 demolition fields, 61 cards, 26 lands, and 14 creatures and 21 non-creatures. 43% white, 57% green, with a 3.6 curve on it. What's up, Kane Shaker? We're running 15 enchantments in here, 6 classes, and 3 rooms. But anyway, this is the deck that I made for today. One of the decks I made for today. First deck that I made for today was this mono black deck. 62 cards. Dream Beavers. Play this. It's gain, drain, and scry 1. Freebooter. If it dies, you get to scry 1 and make a treasure. Bitter Triumph. We'll use this to discard one of our big creatures, which is our Armageddon Future Shark. When it enters, destroy up to 3 target creatures. Up to 3 target creatures. So if your opponent only has 2 creatures, you can still play this and destroy both of their creatures. Then we also got Summon Primal Odin. Destroy target creature an opponent controls when it comes out on the battlefield. Chapter 2, this creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Then chapter 3 is draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. But we use Bitter Triumph to try to discard those to reanimate them. We got Death in the Family, which is a new card. Exile target creature with mana value 3 or less. Epic Downfall. Exile target creature with mana value 3 or greater. Strategic Betrayal for Graveyard Hates. Tremendous of Return for mana ramp. Overlord is whenever this permanent enters or attacks, mill 4 cards, then you may return a non-avatar creature card or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Then we got Evil Reawakened. Final Fantasy card for 5 mana. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Cloning of Shredder. For 6 mana, you exile target creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary, and is a mutant in addition to its other types. Then chapter 2, you create a token that's a copy of a card exiled with a saga, except it isn't legendary, and is a mutant in addition to its other types. Chapter 3, you do it again. So for a total of 3 copies of the same creature. Virtue of Persistence. For 2 mana, you give a creature -3/-3 and gain 2 life. Then for 7 mana, you can play this and start bringing stuff out of your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard. And it's every upkeep. At the beginning, well, not every upkeep, but it's the beginning of your upkeep. You get to do that. It's not bad. But this is the deck that I started the live stream with. Ended it with the green-white deck. But anyway, folks, we're about to get off of here. But remember that you want a shout out during the early access, then all you have to do is brew up some decks with some of the new cards, and I will give you a shout out during the early access, which will be this Wednesday. Wizards has invited me to do the early access events, and I do thank Wizards for doing that. And once we get to 1,500 subs, I will be doing a giveaway. I will be buying the most recent set of cards, and we'll be doing a giveaway. That's when we get to 1,500 subs. So for every like, for everybody that subscribes, for every comment on videos, will help the channel grow, so we can get to that 1,500 and do the giveaway. But I do appreciate each and every one of my channel members. I appreciate all my subscribers, Without y'all, the channel would not be what it is. And I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. But I will be back. But early access is this Wednesday. No viewer battles this week. Viewer battles will pick back up next week. If people will wants to participate in that, they would have to go into the Discord and sign up. And there is an example in there on how to sign up for it, and that will be on Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday afternoon. And I will play you a game with standard or historic. I do have a few historic decks, but I mostly play standard. But I will see. I'm going to try to drop a video in the morning around 9 o'clock. Don't know what I'm going to brew up for my morning video in the morning, but it's going to be kind of difficult to come up with. But I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock. And I think it's enough rambling on, but I will see everybody back here tomorrow. Y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Later, everybody. Y'all have a good one.